What's up, you maniacs? It's the Peace himself, and it's been a minute since the last time I did a video, since I did anything, and as you can see, I'm still doing stuff to the room. But it's been 3 weeks since I've done a chapter, or 3 chapters, and I need to get into them, and I wanted to do a video. This is probably the best way to do it, to test out things, to test out my upload speed, test out everything. So, this is going to be temporary, but this is what everything looks like so far. And I'm still unpacking, still doing stuff. Streams are happening soon. Probably going to do a few test streams this week to let you guys know. But yeah, without further ado, let's just hop into this fucking chapter of, oh dude, I've been avoiding so much shit. So much, and I'm just like, ah, stop it. No. Stop it. Stop showing me. So, I'm glad. I'm glad. Man, I wanted to wear this. I did the whole thing without it too. Man, whatever. Alright, let's get this shit done. The birth of Loki. Woo-wee. Alright. Ogre Child Yamato, Golden Harvest Sacred Pilgrimage, Daimyo of Ringo, King Kunojo, and Boss Ocho. Aw. Kiku. Oh. Okay. Prince Harold of Elbaf lived out his rather unhinged childhood years alongside Dorian Broggy. Whoa. Thanks to his innate size and strength, gifts from his ancient giant blood, as well as his noble status, he developed an inflated sense of self, and no one could stop him from growing into a royal pain. Everyone outside of Elbaf is so tiny and pitiful and boring. Don't you agree? Of course, Your Majesty. You're exactly right. Bunt Kingdom, New World. Come on, marvel at the 10-meter woman. Feel the earth tremble as she walks. Cover your ears when she barks thunder. A rare giant from the exotic land of Elbaf. Feast your eyes on Ida. Whoa. Step away from the cage if you do not want to be hurt from her. Turning a giant into a sick sideshow? They've got some nerve. Interesting. So she has... It's so weird, dude. Panic, and then that one kid... Wow. Bada, bada, bada. Yak, yak, yak. They thought that Elbaf was a joke. Who's laughing now? Who are you? No need to thank me. I'm the king of Elbaf. I won't stand to see my homeland disrespected like that. Your Majesty, King Harold. What? Psst. Turn the ship around. I need to apologize. So many people were hurt back there. Are you insane? You care about the mini kingdom of those tiny humans? Do I have to hit you again, King Harold? They saved my life when I washed up ashore and gave me a job. They were kind enough to help me make a living until I was fully healed. What do you mean, tiny humans? Just because of what happened to you, you happen to be born huge and are coincidentally strong and brutish. You accidentally think that makes you better than humans? How could you be arrogant? It's pathetic. This is why everyone thinks that all giants are barbaric and brutish as Elbaf. Just because I was born huge. Should we just set sail like King Harold? Why are all... Huh? Go and help her, you ninnies. That is a town... That town is as tiny as a model. It's easy work. Yes, Your Majesty. Okay, so she's building them homes. Oh, and they're like, okay. He's like, go get them. The method of construction was completely different from ours. We should tell everyone about it when we return to Elbaf. I want to bring some of their spices. I've never tasted their flavors like before. Notice how hardy their fabric is? And yet this is so fine. These humans are more skilled than we realized. See, you have feelings from from their eye level, Harold. And nothing in the world is meant to be destroyed. So, over time, she's exposing him. to humanity. Okay. I saw a Sawaman Island in the South Blue. After some twists and turns, my life brought me the path of me here. So crossed Serpent of Blood. What the? So you crossed the Serpent of Blood. What do you mean, the red line? Yeah. Just what? Serpent of Blood. That's which is why I can't go back home. Then come to Elbaf. We're not as barbaric as you say, or maybe I'm mistaken about you as well. King Harold's changed. Yeah, it's creepy, but it won't last for long. Elbaf 105 years ago. I wish to atone for my countless crimes. What's gotten into you, Harold? I may be out of the country more often than I wish, but it is to only join hands with our neighbors and ask them to teach us their culture. Even if we learn from the rest of the world, we can make our land and lives richer. Yeah, but Dory and Bragi are raising hell out there. Wahaha. Those are good friends of mine, but they have always been eccentric. They're cordial with humankind and follow the code of honor. That's true. It doesn't hurt that they can fight, of course, but if they pose too much of a threat, our nations, we may have to rein them in. Does it turn around? Blah, 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 blah. Meeting with the new people to turn them in new journey. Harold, no, Elbaf is blessed with good luck. For example, by sending diplomats back and forth, we can deepen the ties with our friendship between nations. I see. We're each taking hostages then? Don't say it like that. It means that countries can't be friends unless there's people in them to connect them somehow. 81 years ago, Fisherman Village, eastern of Elbaf. There's babies been born? Congratulations, Harold and Ida. Thank you all. And now, Ida, you are forbidden from marrying her. The royal line must remain pure blood. I'm sorry, Ida. It calls for me that this must come to this. This is just how culture works. You can't get emotional against it. You're always welcome in our village. As long as you live in the same country as Daddy, you're... Oh, that's Hartigan's mom? Whoa. This is your true betrothed, Harold. Estrid's blood is pure and ancient. She is one worthy of being our queen. I was born in the brewers of the village in the north, and I studied geomancy. Elbaf, brewer village, prestigious daughter. It is my fate to love you for the rest of my life and forget that woman and child to the east. Oh, that's... Good heavens, the spirits is escaping to the east. Your good luck is getting away. We must not close the windows at once, huh? The mirror? The 5-star kill positions? Destroyed at once? What? In that mirror, it's a 5-star kill position. Destroy it at once. This is Alsa, the horse of good fortune. It's my gift. It's a gift from my clan to perfect. It's a perfect mount for you, King Harold. I have no doubt that the horse will bring you great luck. It's enormous. Why does a horse have 8 legs? Guards, bring all the jewels and gold in the treasury to my chambers. This is to ensure that the fortunes of wind and earth are sent into His Majesty's direction, and inform the scullery maids that from this day forward the king and I will be using fine silver from all our meals. Is she just extra luxury? About 70 years ago, in the era of when the rigors of the sea made it difficult to maintain trade between islands, Elbaf's skill in navigation was the envy of other nations. There's a star to the north that never moves called the Pole Star. You said you met the Mermaid King. You met a mermaid, King Harold? Yes, I have at least a fishman too. In the kingdom where those fish blood live, their king has a newborn heir named Neptune. Oh, wow. Interesting. All the creatures in the sea not just the fishermen and the fishmen, were engaged in a grand celebration that spanned the sea floor. Ooh. A Ross Castle, Elbath, 63 years ago, while Harold was away from home. Congratulations, my queen. It's a very healthy boy. His name is Loki. The king and I decided on it. Show me my baby. Whoa. Terrifying, Your Majesty. That's horrible. That son is now mine. The kingdom that was... Tell the kingdom that is a stillborn. You can't be serious. It's a curse to look at that baby. It's a monster. What the fuck? Elbath, the Prince of Elbath grasped for the empty air with no hands to each out envelope its own. Stop, Your Majesty. He's the royal heir. The most unfortunate of all living creatures is the one whose very existence is denied by its mother in the moment of birth. Do you hear me? I bore no child. Do not tell a soul about this. What are you planning to do? I'm going home. Back home. I never want to bear another child. Your Majesty, your guardsman. Down in the underworld. What about the underworld? Bro. Loki. Get rid of the child. There was a prophecy before he was born. The prophecy said that the king would one day be killed by his son. No, not that madness again. And while Harold was busy banging his head against the country's problems, national relations, the world government has stepped in to block our path again. Why can't these countries be free to decide for themselves? Hey, can I see baby brother too? He's your brother. He's not your son. He's not my brother. Aw, you're sweet like that. Of all the misfortunes that would fall upon Elbath would be known as Loki's curse. Queen Estrid fell ill. So after she had a kid, she just went mad. Get rid of the child. There was a... Interesting. Not that madness. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. So as soon as it was like bad, it was just like, no, I don't have a child like that. No. Oh, what the fuck? Ogre, One Piece chapter 1154. Can't even die. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Serga Pilgrimage, Volume 38. Go pay your respects at the grave of the hero born in the West and raised in Ringo. Aww. 63 years ago, Chief Jarl, the partner of Chief Jarl, the oldest of the giants today, Beardfall Jarl, was killed by a young girl. The girl, a human, half destroyed the entire giant village. Her name was Charlotte Linlin, and she would later become known as Big Mom, Emperor of the Sea. As it happened, that same very year which Elbath was afflicted by disaster after disaster, fires, gales, and cold snaps that affected their crops, and poor fishing hauls as a result of extreme weather, that brought this normally fertile land back to the brink of starvation. You see, it's because of that child. The kingdom is now under a curse because you didn't like it. I told you, but that's a coincidence. It's looking at me. Prince Loki. Kick it out. Don't let that monster near me ever again. Prince Loki mustn't approach your mother's chambers. Put out the beast's eyes of this country. It's ruined by under its curse. Wow, I'm hungry. I'm sorry, sweetie. That last one was what we had. What should we go raiding? Oh no. It would be easy to take from the humans. That part of Elbath history, isn't it? Don't be a fool. Elbath has always fought with pride. It's the story we tell ourselves. The Huntsman village is attacking us. What? Them? They've taken out other villages too. Grab your weapons and don't let them pillage us. At this time, Elbaf had a little internal cohesion and cooperation. Civil wars were not uncommon. With the desperate of the food situation, the fighting only grew worse and many died. The country was plunged into chaos, and over time, from what I heard, that prince at the castle is accursed. The people grew sick within their hearts. Hang on, Harujin. Your brother has put a curse on this land and he's trying to kill it. Huh? Your brother is. So you must be a sacrifice. What? My son's the sweetest boy in the world, and that doesn't mean he's gonna live to be the oldest boy in the world. Shut up, Ida. You had no right to seduce Harold like that as an outsider. You shut up. Love has no borders. Don't touch my mom. Don't make me pound you, King Harold. Don't make me pound you, King Harold. Daddy! Harold! Why have you turned on your mother? Turned on another, my brethren. Your Majesty. In the same breath I heard about the birth of Loki, I learned that my kingdom was suffering from starvation. I went at once as the countries which we had ties, and without a single word they went and loaded up their ships with massive piles of food. Each human has a tiny body, and they banded together country after country and brought food, enough food to fill their giant bellies. Let us be grateful for their aid. For King Harold. Oh, man. And they turn to help. Let us give it freely. The world we lived in so much is much more than the real thing. Shortly before Harold's return, Queen Estrid passed away. In her dying breath, she spitefully blamed the kingdom's ills on their accursed son Loki. Naturally, the people believed the curse was responsible for death. Loki, my son. He was born with an affliction of the eyes, I'm afraid. He can see, I assure you. Poor lad. Can you smile? It's the purpose of... I suppose it's not losing your mother. Just a few months old, Loki abandoned any hope for love. He's got lots of bruises. So Harujin is older than him. Meanwhile, Harold's diplomatic tides paid off and Elbaf survived its long winter. Branch Route 1? That's right. It will promote friendship between trades and villages. Between rebuilding the shattered country and the many foreign trips, Harold was tremendously busy, horrid thing. And so the care of Loki fell into his regent Estrid's elder brother. It's dangerous to go out there. This is under the otherworld. No, the sea separates us from the other world. The beast can't reach us here. That's so sweet that you'd be worried about me, though. You're going to go through warriors training with Elbow in the Western Village, right? I'll stop by on my way home. Fishermen, the shipwrecked pirates, all welcome here. This is Ida's bar. I just hope that it helps Harold somehow. 56 years ago, Earl's home in Elbaf. So you were there for the incident at the Reverie, Harold? Yes, I asked a fellow royal to help me slip inside as a soldier, but in the end, the council would not hear me out. It's not for the uproar about that murder I might have been imprisoned. If not for all the uproar about that murder. So you were there for the incident at the Reverie. If you were lucky, you'd only be in chains. That was reckless of you. Say, you ever heard of Gallia Band? That's the group that the Hardy Giant shipwrights, hammer-wielding warriors, right? I thought they were a myth. No, they were most certainly existed. They traveled to distant shores and sent a letter back to Elbaf from afar. It said, "We have all been taken prisoner." Can you believe that? Could you believe that possibly capturing 100-strong company of our kind, ancient giants among them to boot? Do you think the world government did that? It's clear that we had a great enemy at some point in the distant past. But all of the history was sunk under the sea one day. My point is, your failure to win them over might be your fault. Some ancient anonymity? I've heard stories about the on the wind about. Army of giants put on ice. Hidden somewhere. In any case, never forget that we have long been a threat to the world. Yes, I'm aware of that. An army of giants on ice, hidden somewhere. What the fuck? Oh, Prince Loki, killer of my beloved sister. Let's see the rotten scraps. Shall I feed you today? Oh no, the lucky horse is dead. Oh no, the regent is dead. Down in the underworld. 48 years ago, Harold built 8 branches routes in Elbaf, unifying the country and creating a vibrant trade between the villages. My dream is for us to be connected in every country, and for Giantkind to be able to live across the world. You're the best, King Harold. I can scarcely remember how he used to be. Harold is now a king for the ages. Why do you look so pleased, Hartigan? You're not the king's real son. Loki is our only prince. You're just a bastard. Look out, King Harold's gone on another of his trips. And you know what that means. Bolt your doors, bring your children indoors. Come on, boys, destroy them. This is Elbaf, the land of the mighty. They don't disturb the weak. Loki, meanwhile, caused harm and destruction and mocked those who ran from him. Hey, Loki, what the fuck? Wow. Don't mess up our village. Dad worked so hard to build. Huh? He's my dad, not yours. That guy might have a lot of respect, but if he tries to be friends with the little tiny bugs, like, it's so stupid. You have to see everyone at the same eye level. Don't you think that you're just special because you're big? I'm special because I'm the prince. Don't ever talk back to me, you again, shrimp. Hartigan, get away, Gerd, and Loki will think you're fiendish with him. Then he'll hit him. Oh. We're friends with him, dummy. Hartigan, are you okay? Help him, quick. Wow. Little creep, you're a loser, Hartigan. Look at you weaklings, licking each other's wounds. The son of a mother with tainted blood. Your Highness, that's enough. He's the king of a son as well. He's a prince. Don't call him a prince. But no matter how much he harmed and destroyed, Loki could never fill the hole that is in the center of his chest. I can't even die. What's up with this island? Where did you get here? Dun 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 dun. Ah. Oh, look, there's a giant kid. This must be Elbaf. This looks positively demonic. Seems too big even for a giant. Is he crying? Wow. All right, Brat, you're gonna say yes twice because that's the answer I want to hear from these questions. The man whom Harold met in the Reverie 8 years earlier killed a Navy headquarters admiral and fled, and now the government has placed. Wait a minute. So he was at the Reverie and caused it? One question is that Elbaf land of the giants? Question 2, is Harold here? Yeah, dude, he looks like fucking Teach, dude. Wow. His hair is sick. Father of Blackbeard. Rox D. Zibik. Bro, his design is sick too, man. I love his hair. And Shiki? So it's Whitebeard, Shiki, and Stussy? Wow. Alright. Alright, next fucking chapter, dude. 1155. And this is a nice color spread. I'm loving this. I'm loving this Backstory, dude. Yes, this is Elbaf, but my dad ain't here. He's on expedition. Are you puny humans? I've never seen your kind before. You really scurry around. Aw, you're adorable. Wait, you said your dad? You're Harold's kid? Even on an expedition, you could still can't touch with him. What's your name? Loki. Oh, okay, Loki. You're gonna say as I do. You're gonna do as I say. Go back home right now and get someone to contact your old man. Here's a message for him to pass on. Loki is gravely wounded. Return to Elbaf at once. Huh? Since when do I have to listen to what humans say? Plus, it's not like my dad will come back home just because I got hurt. Stop ordering me around, you little weakling. Rock sword attacks were famous for blasting everything in sight, like a gigantic hammer or cannonball. There, what'd you just say? Luke is gone and gone wounded. This man had crossed Harold's path. Wow! At the Reverie 1 year, 5 kings have been attacked and captured. It's an abduction. They were taken by a man dressed in black. The lives of kings are no threat to Mu. No threat to Mu. I suppose not, but your Holy Land is in panic. In a historical anomaly never repeated before or since, someone infiltrated the chambers at the very core of the Holy Land. The man described himself as a worshiper of Davy Jones. He did not do anything more than this, as he knew he could not, but before he departed, he left a warning. I will be back right here. Naturally, word of this incident never saw the light of day, but as it happened, one other man infiltrated the Holy Land that same time. Look at him, he's far bigger than a giant. I desire him for a slave. No, he should be killed and stuffed in display. Guards, protect your lieges. Hot. So, fine. The talks are off. I apologize for trespassing, but this is really necessary. Don't let the king's abductor get away. No, that wasn't me. Admiral's been defeated. His attackers went to the palace. Oh. What of all this hubbub about? Bring me one. He must be one of a kind who kidnapped the kings. I'm going to be the fall guy. I'll seize him. A giant in the Holy Land? Is this guy lost or something? Oh shit. Any sign of others in 5 kilometers around? What? Haha! Name yourself. I'm Harold. I'm Rox. I aim at the town with the left below, and they capture us and they'll turn you into a slave. What? Why? Ah, he has future sight. Which way is Elbaf? The new world's that way. If you survive, let's meet again, Harold. Never. I don't consort with villains. What? You jumped off? The Navy admiral that Rox had struck down perished of his wounds despite emergency measures, and after that, his crimes that day, Rox's name was launched to infamy. His deeds stunned the rest of the world. He killed an admiral. Holy fuck. Sometime later, he attacked the ship laden with heavy tributes en route to sacred Mary Joa. Not only that, he destroyed the Gate of Justice and fled again with the ship and money initial base from work. Rox drove the pirates business. His activities were always hostile towards the government, but his first target was actually another pirate ship. In the pirating world, there had existed a famous and merciless game between crews. The Davy Back fight consisted of various competitions in which pirates gambled the fate of the crewmates and flags. Rox made good use of this game to assemble a very solid lineup for himself. At this point, he had a motley crew of miscreants and flew no flag. They've got something amazing. You guys are going to be shocked. And then they arrived at Elbaf. Dude. Wow. Arrest Elbaf's castle. I hurried back as soon as I could. Are you already healed up? What a relief. I know that you're strong, Loki. But as you said, you should stay away from the underworld. You're lucky one. Oh, you only fell from a cliff. There are plenty of times the dangers that could befall there. I can't believe Dad actually came back. There was a coincidence. It's just a coincidence, right? He wouldn't come back to see me. Rox! I heard all about your exploits. What are you doing here? I've been dying to see you, pal. You should join me, Harold. The world government's not going to hear you out anyways. Didn't you learn that from the last time? Appreciate the feast. Nonsense. The day I team up with a band of infamous rogues like you is the day that our allies lose faith in us. What, so you'd rather be on the ground beneath the world government's heel? I'm looking for a way to avoid that. We ought to be equals with every one of us. Now you're talking nonsense, Harold. Elbaf is the nation of our almighty warriors, and anything you don't like, you could just smash to bits. He's huge, so that's the king of Elbaf. The ancient history of Elbaf is changing. That's ancient history. Elbaf is changing. People's nature doesn't even change. I know what's fighting in the blood in our veins, but babbling. Can we at least eat in peace? If you people only follow this man, only disaster awaits you. Follow this fool? Don't make me laugh. We're all individuals. If Rox dies, it won't affect us, the rest of us in the least. Mobster, Shiki, future Golden Lion. Miss Buckingham Stussy, science robber. That's true, but his plan is very appealing to me, so we're gonna set to make a killing. You know what would be? You know about Fulla, the island of exiles? They call it Pirate Island. They ship all the hardened criminals there that countries can't handle in their own prisons. Gangster of the West Blue, Don Marlin. Like Marlon Brando? What the fuck? It was supposed to be a deserted island without food, where Dam simply would die. Edward Newgate, future Whitebeard. But in recent years, they survived and built a settlement there. Do you know? How do you think that happened? Pirate Guru Wang Xi. Future Commodore of Pirate Island, Wang Xi. Interesting. It turns out there are a gold lode under the island. When the criminal underworld found out, they rushed to help mine. But the prisoners made themselves a fortune in the government's pirate smuggler, Gang Sui. The island's crawling with vicious brigands, and anywhere near it, they'll rob you blind. So let's deal with the government. If it says we get back to them as much as we give them, they'll be willing to pay us, sure. We'll raid the island and split the treasure between us. But we ain't giving the government island to be prisoners. I'm gonna rule over Fulad, and I'll get the idiots who live there to help me build a pirate's paradise. Bet you can't see the dumbfounded looks on the government when the Navy faces, haha. Oh boy. This is the prologue to my life. With the island as my base, I'll wipe out the Navy and bring the Holy Land to its knees. And in the end, I'll be king of the world. You're making an enemy of the entire world. It's entirely too much to handle. Go ahead and doubt me. Sooner or later, someone's going to go do it. There's no authority in the world that ever lasts forever. Let's go, Harold. If we team up, we're unstoppable. Saving your breath, I am king. You think I care? Let's go take advantage of the world. And the next thing Loki knew, his outlook on life had changed forever. 4 years later, after Harold ignored repeated invitations, Rox finally carried out his plan. The formidable lineup that joined him caused the world to quake in terror. Let's go. Let's get going, boys. Rocks. Oh, boy. That's cool. So we basically got the lore of how the Rocks Pirates formed. That is fucking sick, dude. And what a sick design, dude. Man, dude. Man, and that was good. That was good. It's been a minute to be back at this, and I'm happy to be doing this again because, God, I miss doing this. And I can't wait to finish the room out so you guys can actually be like, wow. And I don't mind this angle, and we'll be doing a lot more of this soon. So that's going to be it for me. I appreciate you guys staying for this long. This is a longer video than usual. But if you have any questions, I got over my social links down in the description down below. But if you liked anything I had to say, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications for whenever I go live or post a video. And I hope to see you maniacs in the next one. Until the next time, goodbye, you maniacs!